podcast, we're gonna explore the student chats with the lecturers and analyze it with the Brown and Levinson's theoretical framework that focuses on the politeness strategies, face threatening acts, and positive or negative politeness. But before we dive into the requests, let's set the stage first. In a nutshell, pragmatics is a study language used on everyday context, and the majority of that code includes the request. It's not only a simple request, but it also functions as social cues that are influenced by the context and the person you are speaking to.
Being polite when asking for stuff means using words that are nice and thoughtful, considering how we talk and the kind of relationship we have with someone. So, when you want to say something, you can either be straight up or say it directly or add some extra words to make it friendlier. So, are you ready? Get ready, everyone. We're exploring the pragmatic art of request today, where it's not just a word, but it's an act of social science, cultural sensitivity, and linguistic skill rather than just words. Spill your WhatsApp chat with your lecturer.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you introduce yourself, like your name and your major?
Hello, my name is Revanda Satria. You can call me Evan, and I'm from English Literature major.
My name is Zahra Belva Tsabitah,
And your major?
and I'm from English Literature 2021.
Okay. Hello, Evan. So, may I see your chat with your lecturer recently?
Oh, of course. Here, so this is my recent chat with my lecturer. So I began the chat with greetings, and it's already great.
Nice.
But the next sentence I use isn't good at all. No information about the sender, no name, no class, no major. Just try to asking someone to do something, or we often call it as a request. Here, and you can see the response from my lecturer. The conversation did not continue as I intended to. The lecturer replied to the message with confused sentence like this and a little bit of sarcasm like, "Do I know you?" Which means you aren't even close to the person you are talking to. Why are you asking people to do something without mentioning brief information about yourself first?
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
May I know your chat with your lecturer, like recently the newest one?
Maybe first of all, I want to apologize in advance because I won't spill my personal chat with my lecturer. But
That's okay.
I have a simple example of this chat. So as you can see in here, first I using greetings is the right way to start a conversation with the lecturer because greetings represent politeness, distinguished and recognized hearer. So in the next paragraph, they use giving the receiver. They use saya Alda blah 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 blah, giving the receiver personal brief information or introduction, so the lecturer knows who the sender is. And the next. They convey the purpose of the message and ask the lecturer to hold thesis guidance with the student. And the last paragraph, the student closed the message with a thank you and a good prayer for the lecturer. So in this screen, we can see that the chat is already fit the tips and trick for chatting your lecturer.
Okay. Thank you so much, Belva, for your time.
Thank you.
In the example before, the student said ingin memberi kabar kepada ibu bahwa proposal Alda sudah siap, Bu. Or I want to let you know that Alda's proposal is ready, ma'am, if translated to English. This type of request is called an indirect request. Basically, the indirect request is a hint strategy, while the hint strategy consists of two sub-strategies, mild hints and strong hints. In this case, the sentence the student wrote can be categorized as a mild hint strategy. The requester can leave out the desired action clearly, but the requester's wish cannot be partially mentioned. And this theory is based on Strasbourg in 1995. The sentence is, I want to let you know that Alda's proposal is ready, ma'am, and the actual intention of the speaker is that she wants the hearer to check the proposal because it's already done.
So now we will provide some tips and tricks for the politeness request. The first one is greet warmly. So you have to begin your message with a formal greeting to establish the positive and the respectful tone with your lecture. The second one is be direct but courteous. It means you have to clearly state your request and balancing the directness with the politeness. Third one is you have to use please and thank you. Incorporate polite language by include please when making your request and expressing gratitude with a thank you. This is aligns with social norms of politeness. The next tips and trick to politeness request is provide context. It means you have to briefly explain to your context or your reason behind your request. This is allowing the lecturer to understand with your perspective. The next tips for polite request is respect timing. It means you have to acknowledge the lecture's time if known and express understandings. This consideration is essential for maintaining a positive interaction. So this is the last tips for the politeness request that I'll check for the clarify. It means you have to ensure your message is clear and easy to understanding. Ambiguity can lead to misunderstandings and may affect the lecturer's willingness to complete. So this is an example of a proper chat framework for communicating with your lecturer. The first sentence opens with a greeting to show your courtesy, and then the second sentence is an apology for interrupting your lecture's time with your chat. The third sentence involves introducing yourself so your lecturer knows who you are. This can include your name, your ID, your major, or other relevant information. The following sentences constitute the body of the chat, providing an explanation of your purpose and your intention in contacting your lecturer. And then the last sentence expresses your gratitude and includes a closing salutation.
And there you have it, folks. Exploring the intricate world of requests through the lens of Pragmatics has been quite the journey. Remember, it's not just about words, it's about decoding the social dance hidden within our conversation.
So, whether it's as simple as, hey, can you do this for me? Or maybe you can add a little flair with, hey, would it be cool if you help me out? Politeness is the key and secret sauce that keep our interaction positive.
Our data analysis shed light on the do's and don'ts, emphasizing the importance of a thoughtful approach, which is specifically related to pragmatic consideration. Pragmatic is the study of language use in the context, focusing on how language is employed to achieve communicative goals in social interactions. When we mention the importance of a thoughtful approach, it pertains to applying pragmatic principle when making requests. Starting with a warm greeting, providing context, and expressing gratitude are the key ingredients.
So as we conclude this exploration, let's carry forward for the art of request with fingers, recognizing the power of language beyond just words, which emphasizes that effective communication involves more than the literal meanings of the words being spoken or written. It extends to the nuanced layers of meaning, social dynamics, and the impact of language on relationships. Until next time, keep the conversation engaging and respectful.